Have you ever been jolted awake in the middle of the night by a sharp, stabbing pain in your leg? If you nodded yes, you're far from alone. In fact, over 60% of adults aged 60 and older experience regular muscle cramps, most often in the calves, thighs, or feet, especially during sleep. What starts as a harmless twitch can turn into a nightly battle with pain that steals your rest, your comfort, and slowly panic your peace of mind. These cramps can come out of nowhere, just when you finally drifted off after a long day. One moment you're dreaming, the next you're clutching your leg, wincing, waiting helplessly for the pain to pass. And as they grow more frequent, the toll becomes heavier: exhaustion, fear of bedtime, limited movement during the day, and a growing sense that your body is working against you. But here's the truth: leg cramps aren't just a normal part of aging, they're a signal. A cry from your body that something is missing. And the good news? With the right care and nutrition, we can ease that pain, restore restful sleep, and help your body feel like yours again. Let's talk about how. In today's video, we're going to explore something simple, natural, and incredibly powerful: food. But not just any food. We'll be talking about 6 everyday foods that can make a real difference in preventing painful leg cramps. These are familiar items you may already have in your kitchen, yet few people realize how much they can do to support healthy muscles, better sleep, and a stronger body as we age. You deserve information that's easy to understand, safe to apply, and rooted in real science, not fads. That's exactly what you'll find here. Whether you're looking for relief tonight or simply want to stay active and independent longer, this guide is for you. Let's take a closer look at the foods that can help your body rest, recover, and feel better, naturally. Please note, this video is for informational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult with your doctor or a registered dietitian before making changes to your diet or health routine. Now let's dive into the first fruit that could help keep those nighttime cramps away. 1. Bananas. A comforting classic with real muscle power. I still remember my grandfather sitting at the kitchen table, peeling a banana with his calloused hands every morning before his daily walk. "Keeps the cramps away," he'd say with a wink. Back then, I thought it was just one of those old folksy sayings. But now, as I've grown older myself and heard more friends talk about the sudden, sharp pains in their legs at night, I've come to realize just how much wisdom there was in that simple ritual. Have you ever been halfway through your day and suddenly felt your calf tighten up like a knot? Or worse, been woken up in the dead of night with a cramp so painful you could cry out? It's more common than we care to admit, especially as we age. And what's often missing from the conversation is how something as humble and familiar as a banana can offer relief. Not as a miracle cure, but as part of a steady, supportive diet that truly makes a difference. Bananas are loaded with potassium, a mineral many of us unknowingly fall short on, especially those of us over 65. Potassium plays a critical role in maintaining fluid balance in our muscles and supporting healthy contractions. Without enough of it, muscles can misfire, twitching, tightening, and spasming with little warning. But that's only part of the story. Bananas also contain magnesium, another essential mineral that works in tandem with potassium. While potassium helps muscles contract properly, magnesium helps them relax. Together, they create a beautiful balance in the body, one that helps prevent those dreaded nighttime cramps and midday muscle tightness. What's even more powerful is how bananas work specifically for older adults. As we age, our ability to retain and absorb nutrients like potassium and magnesium naturally declines. This makes us more vulnerable to imbalances that affect muscle health, sleep quality, and even mobility. Bananas offer a gentle, natural way to replenish what our bodies might be missing. And the beauty of it is that they don't just support our muscles, they also provide a modest amount of vitamin B6, which helps with nerve function, and fiber to aid digestion, both of which are incredibly important in our golden years. Incorporating bananas into your day doesn't require any special prep or planning. You can slice one into your oatmeal in the morning, enjoy it as a midday snack, or even blend it into a smoothie with a bit of yogurt and honey for a creamy, satisfying treat. Some folks even keep a small banana on their nightstand to eat before bed. It's that easy and that comforting. So the next time you feel that familiar tension building in your legs, Think of the banana not just as a fruit, but as a trusted friend in your health journey. And now that we've unpeeled the story behind bananas, let's take a closer look at another quiet hero in your fridge, the mighty spinach. 2. Spinach, the leafy green that brings calm to your muscles. There's something quietly powerful about spinach. It doesn't boast like the flashy superfoods you see on magazine covers. It just sits there on your plate, humble and green, waiting to work its magic. I didn't always appreciate it, to be honest. As a kid, I'd push it around my plate, hoping it would disappear. But now, as someone who's watched loved ones struggle with sore legs and nighttime cramps, I've come to see spinach as one of nature's most reliable healers, especially for folks in their golden years. Have you ever stood up after a long rest and felt your legs tremble or stiffen? Or maybe you've been out in the garden only to be stopped in your tracks by an unexpected cramp in your thigh. These little disruptions often feel like nothing at first, until they keep happening. That's when it becomes more than just a nuisance. It becomes a barrier to independence. What many don't realize is that these issues are often tied to a quiet deficiency in one mighty mineral: magnesium. Spinach happens to be one of the richest natural sources of magnesium out there, and that's exactly what makes it a senior's secret weapon. Magnesium plays a vital role in helping muscles relax after they've contracted. Without enough of it, muscles become tense, prone to spasms, and more likely to cramp, especially during the night when your body is supposed to be at ease. And the older we get, the harder it is for our bodies to hold on to magnesium. Kidneys become less efficient, absorption slows down, and unless we're intentional, we fall behind. But spinach doesn't just offer magnesium, it's also packed with potassium, another essential electrolyte that supports muscle and nerve function. These two nutrients work together to maintain a steady rhythm in the body, keeping the heart strong, the nerves calm, and the muscles moving without rebellion. And that's not all. Spinach also brings vitamin K to the table, which supports bone health, and folate, which helps with red blood cell production and brain function. Two things we absolutely want to keep sharp as we age. What I love most about spinach, though, is how easy it is to welcome into daily meals. You don't need to make a salad every time. Throw a handful into your scrambled eggs in the morning, stir it into warm soups or stews for dinner. Even add it to a fruit smoothie, you'll barely taste it, but your body will thank you later. Cooked or raw, spinach is flexible, fast, and filled with goodness. So if your legs have been sending you little warnings, cramps here, tension there, maybe it's time to let a little green back into your life, because sometimes the answer isn't more medication. Sometimes it's a quiet leaf that helps your body breathe again. Next up, let's crack open the power of something small but mighty: almonds, the tiny snack that packs big support for your aging muscles. 3 almonds, tiny treasures for strong muscles and a steady body. I still remember the sound of my grandmother's kitchen, soft jazz playing on the radio, the gentle clink of her spoon stirring oatmeal, and the unmistakable crunch as she added a handful of almonds on top. "Keeps me strong," she'd say with a smile. At the time, I thought it was just a habit, something she liked, but now I understand. Those little almonds were her quiet armor, helping her body fight the stiffness, the weakness, and the unexpected cramps that too often come with age. Have you ever felt a cramp sneak up on you while reaching for something on a high shelf or during a simple afternoon walk? That sudden jolt, like your muscles have their own mind, can stop you in your tracks. For many older adults, leg cramps and muscle discomfort aren't rare. They're daily visitors. And often, beneath the surface, the body is quietly calling out for magnesium. That's where almonds come in. These tiny, crunchy nuts are one of the most magnesium-rich snacks you can find. Magnesium is essential for muscle relaxation. It helps your body wind down after a contraction, keeping those tight, painful spasms at bay. But that's just the beginning. Almonds also bring protein to the table, something many seniors don't get enough of. As we age, we naturally lose muscle mass in a process called sarcopenia. Protein helps slow that decline, giving your muscles the fuel they need to stay firm, responsive, and strong. There's something else beautiful about almonds. They're full of healthy fats, especially monounsaturated fats that support heart health and reduce inflammation. Inflammation is often an invisible enemy, contributing to pain, stiffness, and soreness. By easing inflammation, Almonds not only help your muscles, they protect your joints, your heart, and your overall vitality. And then there's vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that fights oxidative stress, something our bodies face more of as we age. Almonds, small as they are, carry a powerful punch in every handful. But don't worry, this isn't about counting calories or following strict food rules. It's about adding a little goodness into your routine. You can sprinkle almonds onto your morning yogurt, blend them into a smoothie, or keep a small handful in a jar by your favorite chair for an afternoon pick-me-up. Just a few each day can make a noticeable difference in how your body feels and functions. So the next time you hear your muscles whispering through tension, cramps, or fatigue, listen closely. Maybe all they need is something as simple as a handful of almonds. With a little crunch, you're giving them strength, support, and relief. Next, let's explore a food that brings warmth, color, and deep nourishment to your plate: the comforting sweet potato. 4. Sweet potatoes, nature's comfort food that loves your muscles back, 100 words. There's something so nostalgic about the smell of a baked sweet potato drifting through the kitchen. It brings back memories of cozy family dinners, fall evenings, and the warmth of home. But beyond their comforting taste and familiar presence on the plate, sweet potatoes are a quiet force for healing, especially for older adults dealing with leg cramps, muscle soreness, or restless sleep. Have you ever noticed how your legs feel heavy at the end of the day? Or maybe you've had moments where your calves tighten out of nowhere, stopping you in your tracks while you're simply walking from one room to another. These aren't just signs of aging. They're your body's gentle alarm bells. And often they're telling you it needs more support, more nourishment. That's where sweet potatoes come in. Packed with potassium and magnesium, sweet potatoes are like a warm hug for your muscles. Potassium is essential for maintaining fluid balance in the body, ensuring that muscles contract and relax smoothly. Without it, even the smallest movement can lead to a spasm or cramp. Magnesium, on the other hand, plays the opposite role. It helps your muscles let go, calming tension and preventing painful tightness, especially during the night. These two minerals working together form a natural defense against muscle discomfort. For seniors, this balance is especially important. As we age, our body's ability to absorb and retain minerals begins to wane. Add medications, limited physical activity, or changes in diet, and it's easy to see how those cramps start sneaking in. Sweet potatoes offer a delicious, natural way to fight back, but they don't stop at minerals. Their bright orange color comes from beta-carotene, a powerful antioxidant that turns into vitamin A in the body. This vitamin supports healthy skin, vision, and immune function, but it also plays a behind-the-scenes role in reducing inflammation, which is often a hidden cause of muscle pain and stiffness. And let's not forget fiber. Sweet potatoes provide a healthy dose of dietary fiber, which helps regulate blood sugar and supports digestive health. Stable blood sugar levels can prevent those energy crashes that sometimes trigger fatigue or even cramps. Plus, fiber supports a healthy gut, something that becomes more important with every passing decade. Incorporating sweet potatoes into your meals is as simple as it is satisfying. You can roast them with a little olive oil and cinnamon, mash them as a side dish, or cube them into stews and soups. Even just half a sweet potato with dinner a few times a week can offer noticeable relief and nourishment. So if your body's been craving something warm, grounding, and truly healing, sweet potatoes might be exactly what it's asking for. Now let's cool things down a bit and talk about a creamy, calming food that's been in our fridges for generations. One that's rich in calcium, gentle on the stomach, and full of muscle-soothing promise. Let's take a look at yogurt. 5 Yogurt, the gentle healer that soothes from the inside out. When I think of comfort in a bowl, I think of yogurt. Cold, creamy, and simple. It was always in my mother's fridge. She used to say, "It's good for the bones," as she'd stir a spoonful of honey into her yogurt before bed. Back then, I didn't think much of it. But as I've grown older and the aches and tightness in my own legs have crept in during the night, I've come to appreciate just how right she was. Have you ever stretched your legs under the covers and been caught off guard by a cramp that made you shoot upright in pain? It's a rude awakening, one that leaves you rubbing your calf and wondering what's going on with your body. What many people don't realize is that these sudden cramps, especially at night, often trace back to a lack of calcium, a mineral that helps muscles contract and release properly. And that's where yogurt, the unassuming hero, comes in. Yogurt is one of the richest sources of calcium you can find in a natural, easy-to-digest form. Calcium doesn't just strengthen your bones. It plays a crucial role in muscle function. Without enough of it, your muscles can become overly excitable, misfiring with spasms or refusing to relax when they should. But there's more. For calcium to truly do its job, it needs help from magnesium and vitamin D, both of which are often added to high-quality yogurts. This trio works together to keep your muscles strong, your bones sturdy, and your nights more restful. But yogurt's gifts don't end there. It's also packed with protein, which is key to preserving muscle mass as we age. And let's not forget the probiotics, those friendly bacteria that support gut health. A healthy gut helps your body absorb nutrients more efficiently, meaning you actually get more out of the food you eat. That's incredibly important for seniors who may face reduced digestive function or take medications that interfere with absorption. For those who worry about bone thinning or osteoporosis, yogurt can also be a daily ally. With age, bone density naturally declines, and fractures become a real concern. Regular calcium intake, especially through food rather than supplements, has been shown to help slow that process, and yogurt offers one of the most delicious and gentle ways to get it. The best part? Yogurt is incredibly versatile. Have it with breakfast alongside fresh fruit, mix it into smoothies, or enjoy it as a light evening snack. If you're not a fan of plain yogurt, try adding a drizzle of honey, a sprinkle of cinnamon, or a few chopped almonds for texture and taste. It's a comforting, cooling way to end the day, and it just might help you sleep without that all too familiar cramps sneaking in. Now that we've looked at this creamy muscle soother, let's refresh ourselves with a citrusy classic that hydrates, heals, and protects from the inside out. Let's talk about oranges. 6. Oranges, the bright burst of relief your body's been thirsting for. There's something almost magical about peeling an orange. The scent alone can lift your spirits, like a little burst of sunshine in your hands. My uncle, a retired bus driver in his 70s, swears by his orange-a-day routine. Keeps the cramps and colds away, he always says with a grin, as he shares wedges with the grandkids. And honestly, he might be onto something more powerful than we think. Have you ever felt that deep ache in your legs after a warm day? Or woken up with your muscles tight and sore, as if you'd run a marathon in your sleep? These little warning signs often have more to do with what's missing than what's wrong. And one common missing piece? Vitamin C and hydration. Two things that oranges deliver in abundance. Let's start with vitamin C. This nutrient is famous for boosting the immune system, but what often goes unnoticed is its critical role in nerve function and collagen production. Collagen supports the structure of muscles, tendons, and ligaments. Basically everything that keeps your body moving smoothly. If collagen levels drop or nerve signals misfire, muscles can become more prone to fatigue, soreness, and cramping. And that's why vitamin C isn't just for cold season. It's part of your body's internal support team every single day. Now let's talk hydration. Muscle cramps are often linked to dehydration, especially in seniors who may not feel thirsty as often or who take medications that flush fluids from the body. Oranges are made up of nearly 85% water, making them a natural, flavorful way to rehydrate your system. Better hydration means better nutrient delivery to your muscles, and fewer cramps interrupting your rest or daily activities. But oranges don't stop there. They also contain a modest amount of potassium, that ever-important electrolyte we've talked about before. Potassium helps maintain fluid balance and ensures that muscles contract and relax properly. When potassium levels drop too low, often after sweating, certain medications, or simply aging, your muscles can start to act up. Oranges, paired with their vitamin C and water content, help restore this balance gently and naturally. They're also rich in flavonoids, plant compounds that fight inflammation and oxidative stress. For seniors dealing with chronic conditions like arthritis or joint pain, this anti-inflammatory boost can provide much-needed relief, allowing the body to move with more ease and less discomfort. Best of all, oranges are incredibly easy to add to your routine. Have one with breakfast, slice it up as a refreshing afternoon snack, or keep a few in a fruit bowl on the kitchen counter. You can even add fresh orange segments to salads or smoothies. No matter how you enjoy them, you're giving your muscles, nerves, and joints something to smile about. Now that we've explored all 6 of these natural muscle-loving foods, let's take a moment to reflect on how powerful small daily choices can be, and how your kitchen might just hold the key to more peaceful nights and pain-free days. If you found these tips helpful so far, don't forget to give this video a like, share it with someone you care about, and then let us know in the comments which of these foods you already enjoy or plan to try. As we've seen, the foods that help prevent leg cramps aren't strange, exotic ingredients. They're simple, familiar, and often already sitting in your kitchen. Bananas bring the potassium and magnesium your muscles crave. Spinach offers a gentle, leafy dose of magnesium and folate. Sweet potatoes wrap you in comfort while delivering anti-inflammatory support. Almonds add strength and calm in every bite. Yogurt keeps your bones and muscles steady with its calcium and probiotics. And oranges hydrate, heal, and refresh from the inside out. Each of these foods works in its own quiet way to support healthier muscles, deeper sleep, and a more comfortable, independent life. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Just start small. Maybe it's adding a banana to your breakfast, a handful of almonds in the afternoon, or a cup of yogurt after dinner. Small, thoughtful choices add up, and over time, they can bring real relief. Your body speaks to you every day through aches, tension, and moments of fatigue. Now you have gentle tools to listen and respond with care. You deserve to feel stronger, sleep better, and move through each day with less pain and more joy. Let food be your ally in that journey. One bite, one choice at a time. If this video gave you something helpful to think about, or maybe just reminded you of a food you love, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss future tips made just for you. We're here every week with natural health ideas, easy nutrition advice, and warm encouragement for living well at every age. And we'd truly love to hear from you. What's your go-to snack when your legs feel tired? Have you tried any of these foods before? Leave a comment below and share your story. It might just inspire someone else on their journey to better health.